And we are back once again to Slime Isekai Memories. Today we are doing the brand new events, Clash of Kings Tempest Battle Royale. So yeah, this is, I guess, a competition between the kings. So Gazelle of Dwargon, I still forget her name of Sarion slash Dalion. I think that's what her, like, people of her city are called. Or maybe that's her city, like Dalion. And Tempest. So yeah, let's see what this event is all about. Alright, first battle's with her. Tea Party, Part 1. Dwargon has prospered as a neutral nation. Now, of course, trade has played a big role in our prosperity. But what is the true reason why we are such an inviolable nation? Because we're an armed nation! I just want to get a good look at his outfit. I really do like Gazelle's outfit. I love the black and red that he has going on for his color scheme. He kind of seems like a Roman, like, armor set, or maybe a Greek. I really do love his scarf, but I don't like his crown helmet. I think it would be better if he was just wearing his normal small crown or nothing at all. But yeah, I really do like this outfit. Exactly. Now let the world see why we are truly inviolable nation. Yeah! It's about time to begin. Alright, let's get a good look at her outfit as well. I do always find it so weird, all the characters in this game that are female always get, like, dresses. They never get actual proper armor. I'm trying to think, when was the last time girls got proper armor that were original in this game? Because all of them seem to just be sexy, or just pretty cute, hot, whatever you want to call it. And once again, another female doesn't get like actual armor. She just gets a dress. Which, I mean, it looks very good. Yeah, I can't say it's bad. I really do like the blue, white, and baby blue in her outfit. I want to know what that is. Is that just a water halo or something? But yeah, not much to say. This is just a really good looking outfit for Elmesia. I think that's how you say her name. We're up against Tempest and the armed nation of Dwargon. A head-to-head battle isn't the most sound strategy. That being said, go trample those boys. Whoa! So yeah, her people are the Thalian soldiers. I don't know what elves are called. I guess they're called, like, Thalian. Both Dwargon and Thalion sound like they're in high spirits. But we won't be outdone, right guys? Yeah! Let's do this! Yeah! I always love how they do this, like these flash ahead of the event. I'm pretty sure the event is gonna pull back a few days, being like, how did we end up in this situation? Because that's what it mostly does in all the events. Like, there's one or two events where I can think where wherever we started, it's just a continuous timeline of us just going straight, and we don't, like, have a flashback. A little while ago, following the success of the Founders Festival, I managed to establish diplomatic relations with the Sorcerer Dynasty Thalion. This connection led to even stronger ties with the armed nation of Dwargon, whom we had already formed an alliance with. I'm really happy to expand Tempest's diplomatic relations. And this event, the military drill between all three nations, is probably a result of this bond. Well, it all started when... Thank you for joining me for tea, King Gazelle and Emperor Elmesia. So, they must have had another meeting after Season 3 at some point. But it's a little strange. I guess, like Falmoth or Falmenis, the new nation under Yume, is still not ready for drills. I'm trying to think, who else could have been a part of this event? I mean, Carrion and potentially Milim, maybe Frey, since Frey and Carrion are kings, but now Milim is technically the ruler of her nation and their nations. I've heard from Gazelle that the tea brewed in Tempest is excellent. The tea's great, but we've also prepared some fine snacks as well. Please make yourselves at home. Thanks. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, these two were making themselves super comfortable during the Founders Festival, and so they have no problem eating the snacks and tea. King Gazelle of the armed nation of Dwargon, and the Heavenly Emperor Elmesia of the Sorcerer's Dynasty Thalion. They're both rulers of great nations. In normal circumstances, you wouldn't be able to casually invite these two for tea. What's the matter? Could it be that you're nervous? Oh, she's not being formal with me. That's good. But why do I get the feeling that she's being overly considerate? I'm a little nervous. After all, this is basically a summit meeting between three nations. Hey now, we're just having tea. This isn't a formal visit, so relax a little. Hehe, look at little Gazelle acting like a big boy. Ah man, I was hoping she would say, oh look at young Gazelle. I mean, I guess this is kind of saying the same thing, but I remember her saying young Gazelle during Season 3 as a way to tease him. Considering that elves are, I think, hundreds of years old compared to dwargons, which are, I think, a normal human lifespan. So, like, 40 or 50 years old. So it's like, aw, look at this young guy. Even though he's pretty old. I'd rather you didn't call me that! Haha. Alright. Please have your tea. Thanks. Don't mind if I do. It's better than I imagined. In fact, I'd come here every day just to have some. I'm glad you like it. So Rimuru, what's your intent behind this informal meeting? There's no real intention. I just thought it would be nice if our three nations could strengthen our ties. That's all. Well, that is a real intention. Strengthen our ties, huh? I see. In that case,
どうだ
why don't we hold a joint military drill between our three nations? The armed nation of Dwargon, Sorcerer Dynasty Thalion, and Tempest. Huh?
ほほ
おう
As leaders, we must take all possible precautions. The more allies a nation has, the more responsibilities that come with it.
どうなのだ
And Rimuru, you're aware that Tempest's influence is growing, right?
と
Is that so?
ほう
Oh, playing dumb, are we? I mean, he's known this for quite a while. This is his dream, or what he wants. He wanted the world to become a safe place for monsters and humans. Like, he wants monsters and humans to coexist. Like, I think that was what he mentioned in the beginning, like right after he started the Goblin Village, or at least started introducing other monsters into the village. I feel like that was very explicit in Season 3, so him being dumb, especially right after those events, is just really strange. Because he knows what kind of mechanical, medicinal, and like cultural effects that he's having on the wider world. Like, he's making good food, he's making advancements in technology in their world, spells, and other things that nations are wanting to come to his nation to see how they can advance.
え
No, not at all.
うーん
Rimuru, not only have you become a demon lord, but you've also just hosted your nation's opening festival. Even if you might not have intended it, the nations around you probably feel somewhat threatened. Yeah, I mean, that's the entire conflict of Season 2, when Falmouth attacked. Like, they were threatened of Tempest becoming too big and becoming a hub for merchandise and other goods. They tried to stop Tempest from growing. Plus, they believed in the Holy Church's religion, and so they didn't like that monsters were wanting to have a nation, and so tried to stop that.
うーん
They feel threatened,
あ
but I don't mean to pose any threat to the other nations.
ー違うわね
Even so, Rimuru,
そうさな
some nations may side with you, but others simply won't.
どうしたものかな
And it's inevitable that the Eastern Empire will make their move at some point. The Eastern Empire?
ええ
So, little Gazelle, what do you intend on accomplishing with this joint military drill? Also, this is so weird, him being like, the Eastern Empire, even though we kind of already knew that. Because maybe I'm getting this wrong, maybe it was the Western, but I could have sworn the Eastern Empire already made their moves with that merchants. I don't know riot, but like disagreement they had in the last 2 episodes.
ふん
You of all people should know why.
そうさな
Well, I suppose it would be a friendly warning to the other nations, whether it be Western provinces or the Eastern Empire.
おう
Precisely. It would demonstrate how strong the bond between our three nations is.
なんだって
Yikes! They're talking politics on a high level.
そうね
I think it's a good idea. There's nothing as reassuring as a close bond between powerful nations.
うーん
True, but even if we're all on friendly terms, by holding a joint military drill,
ん
we'd end up revealing what we're capable of doing to the other nations.
は
You don't have to look so concerned. For a demon lord, You're very easy to read.
えーっと
Huh? Is that obvious?
ふん
Besides, even though it's a military drill, Gazelle and I won't be showing you all of our cards, will we?
おう
No. After all, it's only a drill.
あ
Oh, so we don't have to play our best cards either. Alright then. I will accept your offer. Let's show everyone the strength of our three nations. So they're gonna be using only the most basic things of their armies. Because we still don't know a lot about, like, Thalion's army. Like, the only thing we know is that they're very good mages, like Errold. And I'm pretty sure Elmesia is also pretty good. While the only thing we've seen from Dorgan is, like, the knights that fly on their Pegasus. It's kind of the infiltration unit, like their scouts. And for Tempest, I think they'll probably only be using, like, their goblin soldiers, maybe also their orcs and ogres.
うん
Good. That's decided then. Now let's discuss the specifics.
うーん
Maybe our armies can practice marching together. An army lacking coordination would result in disastrous.
よろしいかしら
How about we do a mock battle?
ん
Huh?
なあ
You mean a clash between all three nations?
うーん
ええ
If we're going to do this, then it better be productive. After all, I'd like to see what the new Demon Lord's nation is capable of doing.
ああ
Aren't you curious too, little gazelle? You want to see Tempest's strength, right?
ふう
Well, it'd be a lie to say that I'm not curious. If you want to measure Tempest's strength, they have probably the strongest strength, considering they have a primordial demon, and Veldora, a storm dragon. I'm trying to think, what else do they have that's overly powerful? I mean, aside from Rimuru, I guess those are like the big three.
あ
Ah, now I can't refuse this offer.
えーっと
Sure, I don't mind a bit of sparring,
聞いてくれ
but if we seriously fight, accidents are bound to happen, and I'd like to avoid any injuries at all.
うん
I'd rather we did something that was more strategic and would keep the damage to a minimum. How about we play a game of trying to take over each other's territories? I understand Rimuru's concern not for anyone to get hurt, but at this point in the series, I don't think, like, that's a big problem at all. They have 100% potions, 99% potions, and even less than that potions that get you basically to full health if you are injured. And plus, I know most of the regular troops can't heal from losing a limb or serious injuries, but those potions can get them back to 100% for the most part. I'm sure all three nations have doctors, mages, or whatever you want to call, to be able to heal a lost limb or a nearly critical injury. There is no point in not having a actual serious battle.
そうだな
Ah, so kind of like capture the flag. It'd be a way to showcase how we handle each other's strategies.
ええ
That sounds good.
そうね
Oh, and since it's a friendly game of strategy, let's not use our generals.
ん
Huh? Why is that?
ほ
Benimaru, was it? You've got that general who showed great leadership in the battle against Clayman, right?
うああ
Yeah, he's the commander of our Wait!
ああ
Let us leaders be the only one who take command. After all. I'm kind of confused. Why did he say wait? Is it because he didn't want to reveal what Benimaru's position was? Or was he already figuring out what she was gonna say before she said it? And being like, no, that's unfair, or I don't really want to take control of the entire army, since I could just leave it up to Benimaru.
どうだ
This is just a game.
えーっと
Wait, not being able to rely on Benimaru's leadership? I don't like the sound of that. I don't exactly know how to feel about this, because I know Benimaru is a great leader, but to kind of hear Rimuru say that he relies on Benimaru for the leadership, or I guess commanding troops, like, he should be confident in his ability. Now, he knows he can inspire his troops, but I guess, like, taking charge and making, like, true strategic decisions is not really Rimuru's thing.
おう
I don't mind.
うん
Okay then, it's decided. Now, where's a good place to have a mock battle? Ah, how about the Forest of Gerard?
ん
Huh? We're doing it in Tempest? Well, considering how much space we need, I guess it would have to be on our land.
うん
Okay, let's discuss the details another time. Apologies for the hassle, but I'll ask that you secure the venue, Rimuru.
ああ
Sure, no problem.
頼むぞ
Just so you know, I won't go easy on you. Be prepared, my junior.
あらあら
Look at little Gazelle acting all grown up. Heh, I'm looking forward to this. This is pretty scary. Not that I plan on losing or anything, though.
やれやれ
Sheesh. It was decided all so quickly. A joint military drill, huh?
ふむ
I must confess I was eavesdropping on your meeting just now, great Rimuru. Do you intend on searching for the venue yourself?
ああ
Yeah. Why do you ask?
はい
In that case, I've narrowed down some areas as potential venues. Would you like to choose one from my list?
おう
Ah, thanks. I'll go visit these spots and choose the best one. I'm just wondering, does that mean Diablo did this for the longest time? Because he was searching around Tempest for, I don't know what reason, but just he was surveying entirety of Tempest, and so he already knew these spots as like, oh, I'll make a list real quickly in like the 5-10 minutes ago that Rimuru had that meeting. Or is it that he had that meeting and then in those 5-10 minutes he went searching around Tempest and checked out all those spots as like, okay, I know like 5-6 spots, and wrote down a list.
承知いたしました
Understood. Allow me to accompany you. Hehehe. Alright, Tempest over here. First battle. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to make a team. So, you're gonna have to give me a little bit. Alright, this is the best I could do with the brand new forces of Divine General. Also, interesting free-to-play cards that they've given us for this celebration. There's the new Gazelle. I was really hoping he would be a banner unit and not a free-to-play card, because there's only one Gazelle in the game. He's one of the very first, like, 5 stars in the game, so I was hoping he was gonna get another 5-star, but instead they kind of gave that to Diablo, Elmisia, and Rimuru. Also, it is interesting that they made a brand new Toa card. Like, she is another leader of her nation. But unfortunately, they didn't give her anything, like, super cool.
能力を開示します。
It kind of seems like her normal outfit, just without the red. And plus, she doesn't have her tiara. But yeah, that's just a fine card for her. At least she's getting some more representation. I remember in the Season 3 Founders Festival, like during that, you could see all the non-canon characters in the background, like as leaders. Like you could see the visions of Coleus people, you could see the movie characters. And that's interesting because it kind of sort of makes them canon. Like they're there, but they just don't have any speaking roles or don't have any impact on the main plot. Because if Rimuru had that many allies in the main plot, I'm pretty sure most problems would be solved in the show. Alright, let's go with this team. Alright, well, the game crashed. And so, had to restart. But anyway, let's get down to this. At least she only missed one time. So, darkness, not missing. Very uncharacter-like of her. I'm very strange. Why does it say first battle? I guess it's just more like first area. Or maybe that's where they're having their first battle and that's where they have their second battle. Declaration of War, Part 1. Well, I guess this spot's the most suitable out of all those you suggested.
Oh.
How marvelous of you to have chosen this site, great Rimuru. But Diablo, this place is... Yeah!
No.
Often plagued by magical beasts like this one. Won't they get in the way of our drill? In fact, I suggested this place for that exact reason. Since it's a mock battle, I thought that it would be good to observe how people adapt to unforeseen circumstances. So you want to cause some turmoil, huh? You do have a point there, though. Well, I guess they're not too tough, so this place ought to do. Understood. Please leave all the trivial matters to me. Okay, I'm pretty busy organizing our troops, so I owe you one. Oh, one more thing. While you're at it, could you leave a message for Shuna on my behalf?
Hi.
As you wish. And just like that, the preparations for the joint military drill between the three nations went steadily underway. The day of the joint military drill. Yeah! Our troops are seriously pumped, but... Yeah! Yeah! I love how it just gives them all the generic, like, armor slash bandits and other enemies like we've been facing. Like, the Dworgen armor makes sense. I mean, I'm pretty sure that was the first ever enemy that you had to face that was human-ish in this game. While the mages, I don't remember when they were introduced, or I don't remember this armor. I think this armor may be brand new, or at least a different variant of an armored soldier.
ふむ
Those guys are just as hyped. I hope they haven't forgotten that it's just a drill.
と
It took a long time to make them, but I hope they received the gifts that I sent. Oh,
おう
kept you waiting, huh? I wonder how long has it been since they made the preparations. Like, I feel like it would have taken them a month or maybe a few weeks to, like, get this all ready. To decide a spot, tell your troops, hey, we're gonna do an exercise. Because it's hard to say how many troops they all brought, since the game can't show us thousands or hundreds of troops.
ありがとな
Wow, thanks for wearing it.
すごいわ
It's wonderful. I appreciate this token of our friendship.
礼を言う
Yeah, this outfit really spiked my soldiers' morale. You've unwittingly made it tougher to beat us now, Rimuru.
うーん
Oh no, that wasn't my intention.
あらあら
I shall repay your favor by defeating you.
え
Aha! Go easy on us, okay?
うん
Both Gazelle and Amnesia are taking this drill very seriously. Actually, this may be the kind of mindset required to be a ruler of a nation.
よし
I can't be outdone by them. I better brace myself.
まったく
Don't look so nervous, Rimuru. A king must always stand tall, or else everyone around you will become anxious.
え
Huh? Was it that obvious? I was actually trying my best not to show it.
そうね
You've closed your eyes just now, but earlier, it was obvious that you were nervous.
ええ
On the other hand, what about you, little gazelle?
ああ
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
そうだな
Let's review the rules before we get started.
おう
Okay, so the objective is to take over each other's territories, and the team with the most number of guarded posts captured when time's up is the winner. Is that agreeable?
ええ
No objections.
ああ
Yeah, those are the rules. And let me reiterate an important matter.
ふう
Ahem. I'm just seeing. So I don't see Actually, no. The armored is supposed to be a Dwarven soldier, and the mage is supposed to be Thalion. And then Rimuru has two goblins, which is Gobita, and I don't remember what his name is. That other character. Or maybe that's just a generic goblin.
うん
We've been blessed with great weather under this clear blue sky.
そうだな
I think this is the perfect stage for all of us to show off the skills that we have honed.
聞いてくれ
But please remember, this is a friendly drill between our three nations in order to strengthen the bonds that unite us.
あ
I know that injuries are bound to happen in a drill,
あ頼むな
but let's try not to hurt each other. Instead, we should strive to inspire each other. That's what I want today to be all about. Boo! Like, I know Rimuru is just super nice, but as I said earlier, they have nearly full potions, and full potions that can, like, heal just about any injury. They have mages and other people that can heal people of serious injuries. I think, like, he shouldn't be this cautious on no one hurting themselves. Like, people are going to hurt each other, and it's just kind of better to see what they can do.
ほほ
Hmm,
あらあら
that sounded so cliche. Did you practice that speech?
うーん
No, not at all. I'm guessing they're talking through thought communication right now.
ほ
Is that so?
う
I feel like she can see right through me.
おう
Anyway, let's make it a productive day for all of us.
うん
Yes, we shall meet again on the battlefield.
ふむ
There's a signal fire. It's time to start the military drill.
聞け
The time has come. We will now conduct a joint military drill between the nations of Dworgen, Dalion, and Tempest. Why is he having to, like, say what they're doing again? Shouldn't they have gotten that from Rimuru's speech?
抜かるでないぞ
Begin marching! Whoa! All for our heavenly emperor!
よいか
Spare no effort! Whoa! Remember, we're only trying to take each other's post, so I don't want to see any blood, okay?
頼むな
You fling your opponents away as long as you're not trying to seriously harm them. There's no need to go easy on anyone since we're taking this seriously. But please, follow the rules. It's so weird that there's two of the same goblin back there. Like, they really couldn't find another model of a generic citizen. Like, they have some lizard men, and they have, like, some humans in Tempest. They could have replaced that extra goblin with one of those. But, so, they have Gabata, they have Geld, and I know they have Benimaru in this event, since we already saw a flashback to how they were preparing, or I guess a flash forward.
なんすか
Question: what about monsters with claws? Are they not allowed to use them?
ん
Yeah, I guess we should ban claws. But wouldn't that put us at a disadvantage? What about magic? Dalion is an elf nation. They specialize in magic.
あ
Oh, that's true. See, that's the problem with, like, holding yourself back for training. And that's why they should go all out. Like, if someone gets injured, like, yeah, it's kind of bad, but come on, we can heal them. Don't put yourself at a disadvantage so other people can take advantage of you.
おう
Listen, what's more important than winning is having respect. Yeah, and then who knows if Dworgen or Dalion is really gonna care about respect for this battle, because this is a friendly battle, so they're not gonna try to, like, super win, but I think they're gonna try and win. Huh?
うん
I said respect! Head into battle with some respect for your opponent. I'm not exactly understanding this. Is it just respecting them because they're the allies of them? Because there were plenty of enemies that I don't think Rimuru has shown respect to. Like Falmas' army. The orcs when they were under the control of the other Geld as the Orc Lord. Yeah, no one comes to mind in, like, canon. I guess Clayman's army they didn't show respect to either. So, there's 3 times they really didn't respect the enemy, but are just respecting them, I guess, because they're allies. Right!
よし行くか
Okay, let's get going. First off, let's capture the closest Dworgen post. Show me what you're all made of. Whoa!
Yare yare.
Alright, first battle with the war gun.
私は逃げも皆様どうかご無事で
I want to see what's his name's ending animations.
ああ、わかった
Damn it, Darkness missed. Yeah, it's so weird to see him with a axe instead of a sword. Okay, so he's like a magic character. He's not his normal melee physical. Alright, that's not a bad ending animation. Steady Progress, Part 1. At a Dworgen post.
行くせ
Keep on pushing. Come on, we can do this. We outnumber them. Whoa! It is kinda cool to see Gabata in a leadership position. I know he is the leader of the Goblin Riders, but to see him, like, take command of probably a slightly bigger unit than the Goblin Riders. Defend the post like your life depends on it! We shall not disappoint our king! Rah! They're desperately pushing back, but we've got all the momentum. Let's blow them away in one go! Oh ho ho! It's nice to see Gabata's growth. That's literally me. But yeah, they also have Hikaru here as well. So I don't know how many of the executives are taking part in this, but it's seeming like a pretty overpowered team. Like, we don't know how many notable people are in each of the army. Like, I'm pretty sure for Elmesia, we've only ever seen Arrow be like a notable person in her army. For Gazelle, the only person we kind of know is like his council of people, but I don't know if they really even fight. The only person I know on Gazelle's council is like his chief knight or his captain, the guy with like the bowl cuts. But I'm pretty sure he's not that strong. We have yet to see him in battle, so we don't know how strong he is, but he doesn't look that impressive. Rimaru's headquarters.
Hi.
I have news, Great Rimaru. We have successfully captured one of Dworgen's posts. Also, now I can talk about Diablo's new outfit. It looks pretty good. I don't like the see-through in his chest. Like, I felt like if that would have been non-transparent, it would have looked a little cooler. But he looks like a evil mage, if I would have to say. I do like the horns. I guess that's trying to make him look more like a demon. Which is a pretty cool, like, detail. He has black and red, or whatever that color is supposed to be. It's a very dark reddish color. So overall, I would say it's just a nice outfit. Not one of my favorite Diablo outfits.
Ah,
I see. Any injuries?
え
No serious injuries on either side. It was, after all, only a contest of pushing and shoving.
よし
Good. I'm glad everyone's playing their roles well. It's so weird to hear them say it was only pushing and shoving, but yet we saw Dworgen's people using spears. I mean, I guess they could have just been shoving with the spears, but that just seems like an accident waiting to happen. Like, if the spear is being pushed back and it's being held to the side, it could easily hit one of Tempest's forces, or hit Dworgen's own people.
ふむ
By the way, Diablo, there's something I wanted to ask you.
ふむ
How may I help you?
いや
You don't have to look so pleased about it.
うーん
Anyways, what's with your outfit? I thought I only had one made each for King Gazelle and Almesia. I find this second sentence kinda weird that I comes twice within the first 3 words. I thought I only had one made each for King Gazelle and Almesia. Yeah, that's so weird, just saying I twice in the span of 3 words. Hoo 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 hoo.
素晴らしい
Thank you for asking. Okay, so I kind of like this. We get a little bit of a close-up on him with the outfit. And, okay, I just wanted to see his earrings and a little bit of closer. Yeah, I mean, it's still fine.
おお
I heard that you were preparing an outfit to give them as a token of friendship, and I just couldn't help but have one made for me as well.
どうです
After all, I had to prove that my love for you during this drill was just as strong as the rulers of the other nations, Great Rimuru.
はい
I knew it was a lot to ask of Lady Shuna, but... An outfit for you as well, Diablo.
え
Yes, it's all for Great Rimuru.
え
For Great Rimuru? May I ask why that would be?
ふむ
Why? It's all for Great Rimuru. You keep saying that, but that doesn't explain anything. I love how she's as loyal as Diablo in some cases, but for this reason, she just doesn't understand. Like, yeah, it's very hard explaining because Diablo is very one-track mind with Rimuru. These guys, they're super loyal to Rimuru, but it's like they just can't be on Diablo's level with being this loyal. Because these guys do what they feel is loyal for Rimuru. But they just can't quite understand why they need to make this thing for Rimuru if this outfit is for Diablo. It's like they're able to distinguish, this doesn't feel like it's for Rimuru. While Diablo is like, yeah, this outfit is because I love Rimuru, so I'm gonna have this outfit made for Rimuru, so that explains it enough for him.
あ
My condolences, Shuna.
ーむ
Diablo, you're in for some scolding later.
なんと
But why? You don't know why? You seriously don't get it, do you? I'm guessing the reason he's getting a scolding is because I'm pretty sure Rimuru said that Shuna barely got the outfits done in time for Gazelle and Almesia. And so it was probably because of Diablo. That's why she barely got it done. Because she was working on 3 outfits. I have an urgent message for you, great Rimuru. An urgent message? I see. So Rimuru's already made his move, huh? I'm well aware that Rimuru and the officers of Tempest are a force to be reckoned with. But I assumed that our experienced troops would have had the upper hand when it came to battle. I thought he still had a lot to learn as a ruler, but I guess he's gained a lot of experience through his battle with Demon Lord Clayman.
Oh.
I will consider it a good thing that we are allies with a nation so powerful. That being said, they better not assume that the Dworgen troops led by me will go down without a fight.
抜かるでないぞ
Catch them off guard while they're celebrating the capture of our post. I have breaking news, King Gazelle.
どうなのだ
What is it? I must inform you that
どうしたものかな。
Tempest already captured one of the posts, huh? So, all the leaders are getting this emergency message. It's not just for Rimuru. Like, oh, one of our posts have been captured. It's a different announcement from the troops of something else happening. That they're all getting it. It's quite possible that Little Gazelle let Tempest make their move to see what they're capable of doing.
あらあら。
But things are developing faster than expected. And that was probably outside of his calculations. I guess Little Gazelle still has some growing up to do.
そうさな。
I can't imagine him just staying put. So it'll probably lead to chaos between Tempest and Dworgen troops.
だけど、
I ought to take advantage of this opportunity. Emperor Elmesia, I have an urgent message.
ええ。
Speak! Let chaos sway your minds! Oh? Is there gonna be a fourth party in this? Is there gonna be a main villain to this event?
リムル様
I have an urgent message for you, great Rimuru. There have been casualties reported among both Dworgen and Dalion troops. Okay, so actual casualties, not even injuries. That's actually pretty extreme that people are dying. Huh? It's as I said, there have been casualties reported among both Dworgen and Dalion troops. Okay, let's dispatch a rescue team immediately. What caused the casualties? Apparently,
なんだって
some Tempest soldiers went berserk. Ugh, why would Tempest do something like this? Really, why do we keep using the same goblin model over and over? We have more troops than this. Or at least different models. Wasn't this supposed to be a drill? Ugh!
くそ
I can't believe it! I made it crystal clear that we weren't going to cause any injuries. Also, it is just so weird how we see the flashback or whatever's currently going on, and it's the same model of dude. It looks like he made a bunch of clones or doppelgangers, and is currently telling Rimuru one thing while killing troops. According to the injured soldiers, some of our troops suddenly went berserk out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, huh? Was this a ploy by one of the other nations? No, they never sacrificed their own soldiers.
ダメだ
There's no point in guessing. Soy, can you look into this? So was Soy part of the drill training? Or is he still like on standby still doing scouting around Tempest. Because that would be kind of interesting if Soy was on guard duty of Tempest right now. And this just kind of happened while he was watching out. But then again, he can't be everywhere at once.
御意
Yes, anytime.
む
I want you to head to the site where our soldiers went berserk. If push comes to shove, seize them.
承知
Understood.
くそ
Damn it! What in the world is going on? Man, if this was canon to the main show, this would be a pretty exciting arc. Because I feel like Dworgen and Thalion wouldn't just accept this. Like, they would ask for something in return for a couple of their soldiers dying. Like, they would either ask for Rimuru for the soldiers that killed their soldiers, or ask for Rimuru to give them something in return for the soldiers they have lost.